I was actually talking to a therapist the other day about that, and I was asking them if if there was a tool that had access to all of their like case notes, and um, they were able to speak to it based off their education and their methods. If they thought they could train um, a tool or like an AI agent type of situation to have a session with one of their clients. And they were like, probably, because I refer back to my notes. So with the tool, and if the tool knows my methods, then and I'm able to constantly, like if I were to have a session and then communicate to the tool about the session and my thoughts and methods of my approach, then obviously over time it's going to learn exactly what I'm what I do. And it's like I don't know about that. I don't want an AI agent be my therapist, but it's an interesting it's an interesting concept to spread to other industries. Like where you we've done Brett's been doing some testing. That's pretty cool. He's
Are you telling me when I call and when I'm like talking,
oh no.
I'm getting AI, I'm not getting a real digital brains person?
No, more so like internal stuff. Like he's been playing with some tools that where he's creating an agent in it. Like he's testing like a go into our ticketing system, for example, and saying, "Hey, check out the last 100 tickets and see if there's any kind of issues that are might be connected or ongoing that we should raise. And if it's client wide or if it's one company wide, hey, go look at tickets that I have open and kind of give me a summary of them and prioritize them and maybe go in and actually in the internal notes go in and actually write what you think. This is talking to the agent, like go in and write what you think the resolution would be, so I can review it. He's been playing with that kind of stuff because it saves, instead of him spending 3 hours, it does it in 5 minutes and he can go in and review. He's still the one communicating with the client and he's still the one validating if the information is correct.
Yeah.
He's been testing; it's not always right, but it's interesting where it's going. Because we do have a client. Our industry has been using AI for a while, and there's a lot of services that solicit us. We don't really apply them currently, but like we could if you were to say, "Hey, I forgot my 365 password," human would never have to technically touch that, because if we gave a tool access to an agent access to the 365 world, and it still has to validate that you are you. That's part of my hesitation with those tools is it's still somebody non-human validating that a human is actually human and helping them change their password. It's still you changing your password. They're just saying the authentication to allow you to. But that's like a simple example of what automation on our side it has been already, for like ticketing systems and help desks. But going on a tangent, but
The whole conversation's a tangent, to be fair.
it's fair. Yeah.
And I don't have any problems with like the robots talking to me as long as, honestly, as long as I get whatever I need done. If I needed to talk to a human being, I would pick up a phone.
Yeah.
So if I'm texting or I'm messaging, I don't have any problems with that. It just every time it seems that I can normally tell that it's a robot on the other end. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not getting done what I need done. And that ends up being the issue.
I don't mind the chats. Like if your company had a chat, online chat, and it was automated, right? I don't mind that you have a library of frequently asked questions that instead of me going to your website and scrolling through and trying to find it, maybe not understand the question, like I'm talking to a chat bot that is pulling from that FAQ, your million questions that somebody asks you all the time, that it can just pull an answer. I don't mind those, but you find pretty frequently that you hit the end of its knowledge, or you're just like, let me please talk to a human.
Or they don't understand the question in the first place. I'm like,
Stuff is advancing. It's gonna be crazy where we're at the end of this year, I'm sure.
I don't know. It just blew my mind, the therapy thing. And I know, like humans all want to think that we all want to think that we're beautiful, unique snowflakes that can throw people for loops. And sometimes we are, and sometimes we're not. But I really think therapy and feelings and stuff like that is not the realm that AI should be in. But that's just me.